Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and welcome back to Collect-A-Thon. With the LEGO Ninjago Movie trailer recently airing all over the place and going easily viral, we have more and more to anticipate for LEGO Ninjago coming soon. But for right now, I just want to take a look back into some of the earlier days, where there was actually a little thing that, well, I think they've referenced it once or twice in later years, with like one or two cards. But this is something that started with Ninjago back in 2011 and 2012 that I actually thought was really cool. The Spinjiztu aspect of it. Granted, at the time it was very gimmicky for it to be called Spinjitzu versus Ninjitsu and other things like that, and for there to actually be a little spinner game with any of the characters and cards to use, but I really did like that. At that time, I really embraced that. Some of my first LEGO Ninjago sets were Spinjiztu sets. It was an easy way to get some characters, some nice pieces, and these collectible cards. So for this video, I'm going to go over the LEGO Ninjago trading cards. I don't even know if people traded them. I personally haven't. I just have the ones that are from the sets. And I will have to mention for this video, there may be a few cards that I do not have to show you in the video, but if you look back at some of the LEGO hauls I did in the channel, you may recognize a couple of other Spinjiztu Ninjago sets that I picked up through Bricklink or otherwise that did have cards in them. One of the examples was a special edition pack with Sensei Wu, a whole bunch of weapons, and there was a special version of his Sensei Wu card, which I think was either once or twice used in different accessory packs to go along with these. So, what I also thought was really nice, at some point I picked up this card collector binder, which actually works pretty nice with the Ninjago cards, and is just thematically a good way of displaying them. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I've tried to order these a little bit by character and so on, but here we go in almost no particular order. You can pause the video at any time if you would like to see all the stats and about these cards, but I believe there are also pictures elsewhere if you wanted to see more information about the Ninjago cards and the Spinjiztu card game. I really did like a lot of these. They had some nice characteristics to them, and as far as the elements, they're actually pretty well balanced out. I mean, no, for some of these on this page particularly, they are a lot stronger, but this was a little bit later released when it came to the game, so a lot of the early ones that we got, not as, they fluctuate a lot more. So I actually do like these. I have to say either Garmadon or Sensei Wu was like some of my favorites as far as the game goes. Even though I didn't play with anyone, if I were to, they are probably the best to use. They're well balanced, and they also had some pretty cool cards as far as the packs go. So here's a couple of those shinier cards. Even a couple that are now going into Garmadon's cards. And it may be a little hard to read the description of each of these cards. I'm not going to be able to have the quality to bring you, what each of them say, or I'd drag out the video for a really long time. So, like I said before, you can look it up on different websites. I believe the Ninjago Wiki, or perhaps just the LEGO Wiki in general, may have descriptions about these cards and close-up looks of each of them. But these are just the ones I've personally collected. Most of these came from LEGO sets. I think only a few of them I got separately through Bricklink, but most of them I got the actual sets that the cards came with. I'd say even beyond that, there were a couple of cards that I would have liked to get, mostly just the character cards. As far as the abilities, I can go either way with them because, well, like I said before, I haven't really played the game with other people, so I wouldn't really know for sure, how they would interact in-game. Even some of the directions on the cards were a bit questionable, and I had to watch some of the Ninjago videos from back in the day to try to understand what they meant. I always found it very hard for spinning a minifigure on their head with the spinner, but it is kind of possible. I think even with Sensei Wu, it's probably one of the best cases because, he has the bamboo hat, so it's very well-rounded and very evened out. Very well balanced, may I say. This is actually one of the more exclusive versions of Ninjago cards. That was a Toys R Us exclusive for some promotion at some point in 2011. And this is actually available in other Ninjago sets, but not as a gold excuse me, and not as a gold version with only 100 fire, which is actually more convenient than the other one, which has a lot more for it. I think it's like 300 or 400. So that's it for the cards, and even outside of that, there's still space that can be occupied for this particular binder. And like I said before, there are still a whole bunch of these that I may have not included in the book, may have elsewhere, but this is the majority of the Ninjago card collection. Thank you for watching this video, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos. Let me know in the comments below, did you enjoy the LEGO Ninjago Spinjiztu game? Did you enjoy the cards? Did you just want to get the packs for the figures real dirt cheap? I actually do remember the Lloyd not ZX. ZX? Yeah, Lloyd ZX was like a really hot selling LEGO set because it was the cheapest way to get Lloyd. He was obviously the new character for 2012 and very important to the plot, and even nowadays he's still pretty important and popular to most fans. So, I remember back then it was a little bit tricky to find him as far as that spinner pack goes, and I'm happy to have it. So, we'll see you next time with more videos. If you want to check out more Ninjago, I've done some Ninjago reviews on the channel. I don't really know if I'm going to do any other Ninjago reviews. You're kind of not doing reviews for a while, if you haven't noticed. And I'm really looking forward to the LEGO Ninjago movie. I am very curious about it, but I guess I'll have to read more about that as more information pops up. So, see you later with more videos.